You guys just heading into off-season mode, and you're fresh off of a year where I think you opened an awful lot of eyes. Take me through some of this year, what that was like for you. The opportunities came really big, and you seemed like you were able to step up and really kind of grab a hold of it.
Yeah, man. For one, it was a blessing, man, to kind of get that opportunity that I've been waiting on for a while. A lot of work put in last offseason to get to where I am now and where I was. It was great. It was good. I learned a lot. We still have a lot to go, a lot to grow from this past season, as a lot of people may have seen. But I'm excited moving forward. What we have in store and everything.
You mentioned kind of the growth last offseason. When you're back here and working with these young high school guys in your offseason, how much do you think about just your progress from being that guy at the high school level and 7-on-7 level and the journey that's taken you here through opening a lot of eyes at LSU that probably didn't expect to see some of the things you were able to accomplish in college, and now just kind of keeping it forward, keeping step by step, brick by brick sort of thing?
Yeah, I think about it every day, honestly. Every day, especially seeing these guys, man, for me, it's a dream come true. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of things that went into it, and a lot of things I wish I would have had along the way. So for me, it's like coming back and making sure those guys are provided those things that I wish I would have had, to help me grow faster. I think it's only right, to kind of share my knowledge and share my experiences with those guys, so they know, okay, I'm on the right path, or okay, I need to do this to get on the right path, so it's great.
Are there certain specific tidbits of advice that really kind of stand out that you kind of harp on with them, or is it more just being there for little stuff as it comes up along the way?
More the second one, man. Being there. It's not one thing I can put my finger on, which is why I need to be there in person. It's so many different things that these guys can learn from. There's so many different lessons. Things come up every day. Things that you cannot think about, on an everyday basis. So it's just more so being there and kind of help, because everybody's experience is going to be different. Everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to go through different scenarios and situations. And I think, my journey, guys blessed me with my journey to be able to understand a bunch of different situations and learn from other situations to help these kids.
And for your off-season work, in terms of your own craft, what are some things that you kind of have in mind that you're hoping to accomplish or really focus on, or fine-tune, or anything like that? Any sort of work you're hoping on your end?
Just details, man. Details in my work. Like I said, this past season I learned a lot. Obviously, staying healthy is one of the biggest things in the NFL, and that gets harder and harder, honestly, each year. But detailing my work, me and Ken, we always talk about, we always think about, even during the season, ways we can fine-tune everything, little small things. That's what separates you when you're at this level. And that's what I kind of install in some of these kids, really be detailed with your work, really, work your craft. It's not selfish when you're trying to better yourself. When you're trying to better what you do and what you love. It's not, so that's the main thing for me in this off-season, just details into my work.
I think folks within sports kind of understand the dynamics of especially for you guys that grow up potentially a fan of one team or whatever and end up playing for another. But with different family members or members of the community, what has it been like the last few years to be a part of a Falcons organization, like you and Debo going to be a part of that group, where you come up in Saints country, or a lot of people are Cowboys fans maybe, and all of a sudden you're playing for a team that a lot of the people closest to you throughout your life probably do not care very much for?
Oh man, it's fun. It's great. I always get the saying, man, I'm for you until you play the Saints, man. Or I hope you do well, but I hope you lose, and all those things. I understand, being down here, I know everybody's a diehard Saints fan, or most people are, and I'm going to the Falcons, who's basically their rivalry. I like it. I like the atmosphere of that competitiveness, and that's what kind of made me. Our state has always been competitive, I feel like, and so I love it. I kind of embrace it. I understand it. Just as much as they don't like the Falcons don't like the Saints. So it's understood. And it's no love lost. I understand it and I love it.
Have you run into any particularly funny examples of, you know, maybe like a cousin or aunt or uncle or somebody in the community that really kind of stays on it or has done anything particularly entertaining with it?
I have a couple cousins, you know. All right, man. I have a couple cousins that, you know, they'll see me. One of my cousins actually had a Gage '83 Saints jersey made, and it was just kind of funny to me. You know, I don't play for the Saints, but that's his. He's a diehard Saints fan, so that's his best. But he's a diehard me fan. That's his best way of supporting me and supporting his team. You know, and I can't knock it, man. I appreciate it. You know, that to me is unique. It's different, but you know, you never know in this business either. You never know where I'll be.
Yeah, that's a pretty good example.